Another Reunion. Written and read by Gregory the Raven A2 fan. One day, Thomas was just waking up after a good night's sleep. His driver came up to him. "Wake up, Thomas! There's a new engine coming today." "Really?" asked Thomas. "Who is it?" "You'll find out when we get to the station," replied his driver. So his driver climbed into his cab and Thomas steamed off. When he got to the station, there, standing in front of him, was a green tank engine. He had 6 small wheels and 2 training wheels at the back. And he had the letters Southern on his sides and a number 473 on his sides. "I don't believe it!" cried Thomas. "Birch Grove, Thomas!" replied the green tank engine. "It's so good to see you again. How have you been?" "Been real good," replied Thomas. "I assume you're here for a little bit." "Yep, just here for a visit," replied Birch Grove. "I'll show you around," said Thomas. Thomas puffed away, and Birch Grove followed. "This is Farquhar Sheds," said Thomas. Birch Grove thought it was a nice place. "And this is Percy, my best friend." "Hello," said Percy. "Hi, Percy," said Birch Grove. "I'm Birch Grove." "And this is Toby." "Hello," said Toby. And Thomas introduced him to Edward, Henry, and a few others. Even Gordon. And they all got along with Birch Grove wonderfully. However, one did not. And that would be Croven. Croven is a blue engine. Though slightly changed his ways, he was still a little bit rude. When he first met Birch Grove, he was just a little bit rude to him. Birch Grove felt a little bit hurt. Thomas had a talk with Croven, and gave him a good time to think about it. One day, Croven was taking a goods train. Little did he know that the tracks were broken. When he saw the broken track, it was too late. He went over the tracks and came off the rails. He was dangling over a cliff. Croven had never been so scared in his life. "Help!" he shouted. "I'll get help!" cried Thomas, and he steamed away. Birch Grove was shunting in the yards as Thomas steamed into the depot. "Croven's in trouble!" he cried. "He's in trouble?" replied the tank engine. "I'm on my way!" And he steamed off as fast as he could. Birch Grove coupled up to Croven's brake van and pulled with all his might. He finally pulled Croven back onto the rails. He was relieved he wasn't hurt. "Wow, Birch Grove, you saved me." "Thank you." "No problem," replied the tank engine. Croven apologized for his little rude behavior, and now he and Birch Grove are good friends. Soon, it was time for Birch Grove to go home. "Good to see you again, dude," said Thomas. "Good to see you too, Tom," replied Birch Grove. And then he puffed happily away. Thomas was very proud. At least another engine from the LBSCR wasn't scrapped, he said to himself. And Thomas smiled his happiest smile.